Hi, I'm Cash, and welcome back to Cash Talks Football, where Manchester United again win the Premier League. And I break down all the goals scored in the Prem. With my over 20 plus years coaching experience, I give you a little bit of a different insight than the Muppets on TV that really don't know much about the footballs. So today, City was just doing what City do, like genuinely, because obviously money and all the other billions of other things and infrastructure. And I could talk quite a long time about Man City, but every time I do, for some reason my videos get copyright struck. Thank you, Manchester City. So, and it's not because I'm slagging off City, it's because I'm saying things that happen inside of Manchester City. Now, I do want to talk about this Foden goal here, because one thing that everyone's overlooking, because generally they don't know anything about football, is Foden's turn is quality. Yes, no one can deny that. But it's the pass that enables him to be able to do the turn. The quality of the pass, so if the pace of the pass isn't right, the pace of the turn is going to be too slow. So he can't do his whizzy turn without a proper actual driven in ball. And the other thing is, you can see, as this is stopped right here, it's simple as pie, that there's massive space here. You can almost see, look, that I was going to say Everton, West Ham have almost fallen back into one solid line. The midfield aren't stepping forward just to cut out this pocket, and there's two of them that can do it, and no one has. And I don't know why they're so far back, because there's no one for them to defend in this pocket of space here. Can you see? But yet, because the ball's moved down here, they've followed the line of the ball and gone all the way back, which is okay, except for when the ball now has moved forward, they don't move those 2 steps forward. And as they don't, it opens up that passing lane, which they're looking for. And, well, Foden scores a great goal. Look, you can see how much space there is as this passes in. Dush, great little turn. And there's almost a corridor for him to shoot into. Can you see that? Between those players there, there's a corridor right there for him to fire home. And that's just a little bit because their shape is a little bit befuddled. They're not really pressuring the ball. That's the last game of the season and they don't really care. And a bosh into the top corner. It's that simple. Let's check out the next goal. Now here we are on the next Foden goal, and this is where the goal starts, right? And people go, oh, what do you mean? Because they passed it through the team. No, that's not the issue. So you're looking at this from a defensive point of view. Defensively, what are they going to be doing wrong? What don't they do? And this is what I'm going to go over and over and say again and again. The simple things win games of football. Do you hold your shape? Do you track your runners? If you do those things, it's very, very hard for teams to score on you. Watch. Do they track their runners? So right now you can see the ball's gone out wide. Here comes Foden. Is he tracking his runner? As we move this ball just ever so slightly, watch. Do you see he actually has a look and sees that he's there? Shocking, because most players in the Premier League don't actually understand that there's another team playing against them and they have to look at them. Most of the time they just stare at the football and hope that their Magic Potter Harry Wand skills will suck the football towards them, and it doesn't. So when they start running down here, you can see there's enough players to deal with the players out wide. They've got a massive gap here, as you can see here in transition, that they need to fill, right? But there's no one really running into it except for this little cat here. He's too far away, but that's really the danger, because he's the only player that can run through the middle. And he's got a West Ham player running with him, so there's no problem, right? Wrong. He stops completely looking at Foden, focuses more on the ball. When this pass comes in, he's absolutely nowhere near him, and it's an easy tapping for Foden. Now, the other problem you've got, look at this guy here, kicker, yeah, Kurt Zuma. He's gone a little bit too far, so when this pass comes in, his body shape is completely and utterly wrong. He can't make this tackle. Not that he probably should be, but there's no other player for him to track. So he knows that Foden's the only person in the middle that can receive the ball. For some reason, he's run an extra couple of steps back, and he's not even close enough to challenge. And it's straight into the side of the net box. Yeah, too easy, tracking your runner, and you still don't track your runner. So it starts off that he is, and then halfway through running, he stops and gets suckered over towards the football instead of just running with his player down the middle of the field. And if he did just the basics, that wouldn't have been a goal. This is West Ham's goal. It's a bit of one of those ones that, you know what, you could probably try it 100 times when you're playing headers and volleys as a kid. If you don't know what headers and volleys are, look it up. Right, so when the ball's dropping here, you can see there's so many players here in the way. It's almost impossible for them to score. Does a little bit of keepy ups, whoopah! And if he did make sound effects, he would have got 2 goals, and it would have been a tied game. He didn't make sound effects, so he just got the 1 goal. That is the rules in the Premier League. Look it up. Let's get on to the last goal. This last goal was a classic symptom of nobody knowing what they're doing on the football field. Again, in the Premier League. So let me talk about what I mean by that. The amount of times this season where more than one player has gone to pressure the ball, where only, well, how many footballs are there? One. Well, you only need one person to pressure the ball. The other person is providing balance or cover in any way, shape or form that they can. If you have more than one person going towards the football, what happens is you open up a massive space defensively. You can, however, do that on the flank. That's a whole different story. But in the middle of the field, and look what happens here. When this pass comes in, watch, bomb, as it comes in, oh, this is what I want to show you here. Sorry, I can't play the clips like I really want to. Like I was at the start of the season. I just get hit by too many copyright claims. And it stops all the stuff I want to say. So, right, as this ball goes in here, you can see there's 1, 2, 3 players. Right, watch what they do. They all stand in the same little space. And that opens up a corridor again, or an easy opportunity for someone to smash the ball into the net box. No one is actually really reading the game. What they're really doing, so only one of them needed to go. Only one. And that means that there's something else people can do. But look, even here, everyone has gravitated and sucked into the ball. This is genuinely Sunday League football. No one is really looking. Over here, not too bad, but no one is close enough to pressure here. You're on top of your 18-yard box, and you do not have a midfielder that is close enough to pressure the ball. Let me just say that again. This is the Premier League. They're at the top of the 18-yard box, and there is not a player close enough to pressure the ball. Yeah. Takes a little touch. No, he doesn't. He smashes it straight into the net box. It's actually quite a good finish, to be fair. I do like those daisy cut little goals into the corner. Maybe the keeper should have done better because it wasn't right into the corner. It was just a little bit off, and it kind of hit the keeper on the way through. But West Ham probably should have done a little bit better overall. And Man City have got their 115th league title.